Welcome back. So we got the engine transported over to the dyno shop, and I spent yesterday afternoon getting it all put back together. So just a couple of things remain, and then I'll be heading over there tomorrow to actually hook it up to their dyno and get it hopefully running. And then it won't be too long after that. Ed will be out to next week on Monday to do initial tuning on it, and then Motec should be arriving soon after that, guys from Motec, and to do the final tuning on it. Hopefully we'll get some good horsepower numbers out of it, so stay tuned for that. And meanwhile, as you can see here, Jeff got the overhead lights installed into the overhead console there, and two for the front, two for the back, so those look pretty nice. And I see the switch panel still out of there. And the guys have been working hard on finishing off the last of these rib molds for the wings. So today they just finished off putting the heavy layers on the last set, and so these are ones now that are just being released. And so, you know, some of them still need to have you know, their edges trimmed and things like that. And the last set that, you know, being done today had to be released still. But pretty much they've knocked over all the ones for the wings, and we'll still have to do later on the ones for the winglets, and then the ones for the foreplane. But those are small, and each of those are small, and there's not very many of them compared to what they've already managed to accomplish with getting all these done over the last, I guess it's been probably 3 weeks or a month or something since they started working on all these. So that's good news that they've got, you know, most of those done. And Keith and Brian have now gone back to school, so we're just back to having Zach and Devon working on all the molds and stuff. But there's a chance that we may get Chris and Roberto back a little bit part-time over the next couple of months, so got fingers crossed for that. And meanwhile, Jeff's been laying up the last of these little brackets for the flight control system, and then he's also made these other ones. These are going to be the hard points for the door locks on the bottom half of the door. And all those bits and pieces that I ordered from Aircraft Spruce arrived, so just to show you all the, you know, different washers, and those are different ends there, rod ends there. So just to show you some of the different things that came in there. And so I went through and just made sure that I've updated my spreadsheet, so everything that arrived now has a status of green, and I checked everything so make sure that nothing was missing. And now that the wing rib molds are pretty much done, I have to start getting ready to do the next plug. So this is going to be the upper skin for the foreplane. So as you can see, I've got all the flanges and everything done. So I spent most of the day working on this one. A little bit complicated because of the way it wraps around, and you know, I've obviously done all the tool paths and stuff as well. So anyway, it took a while to get all that done, but that one's ready to go, and the guys will be working on the platform for that probably tomorrow. And lastly, I've had a little bit of time since the Saturday update to do a little bit of work on this. So here I've got the alternator in there. I know it's square, but anyway, I just wanted to put a box in there, and the power cable going from there down to the front where the battery is going to live. And I've gone and put things like the servo, autopilot servos in there. That's the one for the elevator, and there's the one for the ailerons. And I've got, what else I've got in here? Those are the little antennas for the XM system for weather and radio. And then over here I've got the magnetometer that's going to live out in the foreplane. And what else did I do? A couple other things there. I've got the temperature probe there, just sort of putting where it's going to live, and also the control box there for the pitot tube system with the angle of attack. And so yeah, I'm just getting things moving along there, and I'll be working a little bit more on that this week and making some more progress on that. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be off, and there you can see the battery there and the cable going to that. Tomorrow I'll probably be off going over to the shop there to get the engine back on, or running back on the dyno and that, so that'll take a little bit of time. But anyway, that's our update for the first half of this week, so thanks again for watching.